What's happening? This is the Tap In podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio, man. This is gonna be a dope episode. I already know. I already know off the top. I got two guests in here. My boy Walt is back in the building, baby.
Yeah,
Walt, baby, what's happening?
I'm back, baby, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm back. Good to be home.
Yes. And then we had to bring a young lady with us, Miss Miyah. What's happening?
Hey.
Yeah, you young. I think. What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. This doggone microphone shit. So, the reason why I wanted y'all on here because I fell in love with a TV show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was like, I know some other people that probably is feeling the same way. And I just want to, let's talk about it. This show, Ready to Love. Have y'all been watching it?
I have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with it when the Atlanta one came out.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is season 2, right?
Yeah.
No, isn't it 3?
No, it's 2. Atlanta was 1.
Okay.
What was the other one? What was the other one then?
I don't know.
I don't
okay.
Nah, it's 2.
Okay, so it's season 2. So just right off the top, I want to ask y'all, which season just overall did y'all think is better so far? Because we got one more episode this season, right?
Yeah.
What overall? What do y'all think?
So when it first came on, I didn't like the concept because I feel like it was more geared to men choosing women, which is how it is in the dating world. So I'm like, well, why they got all these options? Why isn't it catered to the women? And then when I started binge watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, I like it. Especially when you see people were really gravitated to each other and they were like, okay, this is my boo, and then they gotta still date other people, then the problems came. So I'm like, oh, I need this little drama. And then when I started watching the Houston one, I'm like, okay, I can get into this. It was cool. It was a different vibe though, so I liked them both for different reasons.
Yeah,
I think they had better looking women on Atlanta.
I thought the cast in general looked better than Atlanta. I wasn't thinking about that, but
No disrespect to my Houston women, but just saying.
I agree.
Granted, it was
No disrespect.
It was my mom actually was like, the people in Houston look kind of oily. They should have said it. And I'm like, girl, what's? I'm like, let me watch it real quick.
I feel like they didn't go to Houston to get the cast. But
the guy Jay, I think, would represent Houston. I only said it because I was following him before the show actually started out.
You was stalking Jay before?
No, not stalking. I have
follow.
an interest in real estate.
Oh,
so
okay.
I saw that he was really moving.
Okay.
We don't do stalking. Don't let him. None of that. We're not doing that.
Okay. So yeah, I thought the same, that like it was better looking people in Atlanta.
But then too, Atlanta was a bit different because they were able to.
They stayed at home.
You're right. They were being in their own element. This is more so COVID pandemic on a retreat.
I kept trying to figure out where they were.
Yes, me too. I was like, where are they?
I have no clue.
I don't know what. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Let's go through the cast, and let's figure out. I want to just get y'all opinion on what y'all thought of this person. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna have to look on yours because I don't have my.
See, I came with my homework.
So let's go with Alex. What y'all think of Alex?
I thought she was like the girl next door. Like she was real calm, kind of quiet. When she was dating whatever his name was,
Brian.
She was just. I feel like she kept co-signing everything he was doing, and I'm like, girl, no, he lying.
Yeah.
I just thought she was real nice, but I don't think she stood out as somebody.
I'm surprised she lasted as long as she did.
It's another person.
I feel like she was kind of one of the only genuine ones on there. I feel like she had a lot of baggage and pain from her past that was really, really.
Did she? I don't remember that.
She expressed it to Rashid.
Rashid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shout out to Rashid. Nope. Okay.
There we go.
What about Adriana? She kind of remind me of no, I'm not gonna give her that. Fuck that. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
She was too playful for me. Like she's pretty. She was. I don't know.
Pretty.
She just didn't seem to be serious a lot. Like she hide behind her
How
playfulness.
serious you supposed to be when we dating?
I mean, I'm not talking about like.
So you didn't feel like she was intentional in the beginning?
I don't. I still don't. She gon' whoever she decide. I don't. It ain't gonna work.
You think she playing the game? Like
I think she playing the game.
Oh, I didn't get that, but I think coming in when you see somebody that you kind of was interested in, but you wasn't, and then I was like, well, how does that work? Like,
Right.
I was
Yeah, because
supposed
she
to
didn't
date
really.
and
She didn't
date.
want him in the real Houston streets.
right.
But then you get out there.
But both of them were coming out of bad relationships.
Oh, that's true too.
So when I'm coming out of a relationship, I'm
That's
not
true.
really trying to be like, oh yeah, let's
That's-
get together.
that's
No.
true.
Yeah. And she ghosted him too.
Oh, she ghosted
And
him.
she ghosted-
I'd have been so embarrassed. I would have went I was like, girl, I ran into this
If
dude.
I was him, I
ghosted.
wouldn't even been going at her again just off that simple
He
fact.
was excited.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like he could have, went on for somebody else in
Somebody
the beginning.
new, huh?
Yeah, like you could have got her at the club in Houston, bro, and you did,
At
and
the
it didn't
club.
work. So
You could have got her a
Come on,
groove
Luke.
since
Right.
then.
right. All right, let's go to Alicia.
She was more concerned about her body and her hair. Like, I got real hair. Okay, sis, I could grow it or sew it. Either way, it doesn't matter. But I mean, I think she was ready for love. I just don't think she knew what it meant to be in a serious relationship.
I think that she was just too much, too aggressive.
She was. Oh, I forgot about the aggressive because that's when she
Yeah.
went off on Brian for trying to play her. She invited him
Yeah.
back to the room and he didn't come back.
Yeah.
Like I get why he did it, but I mean I guess we could talk about that later. But back to her, right? I don't know.
was
She
very
was
aggressive.
just too aggressive. I loved her confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a very pretty
confident.
woman.
Very
Like,
pretty.
but it was just too much for
It
me.
seemed like she had some work done or something.
She did.
Like,
I thought she said she got her some work done.
did she?
I thought that.
I
ass
don't
was
know.
hers.
I don't know if
I
it
mean,
was
I
her
don't know. I don't be
lips.
looking at people like
I
that's
don't-
fake. Well, it is some people that you be like that's fake.
Yeah.
She didn't really look.
She looked like she was like
think
either
she
she
just-
got her lips or butt done or
I
something.
think her butt was just big,
But I
bro.
think she
Like,
lost weight, but she could have did like a fat transfer or something. I remember her mentioning there. Maybe
I don't know.
I think she said she got something done, not like where it's like she never was like that to start with, but like more like an enhancer.
And that's what I'm confused about because I know she had all the exterior parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was she so aggressive?
Because I think I think she's had to be that way for her to get what she wanted. So I don't know if maybe she's always been thick, but not just necessarily curvy.
Like curvy. Oh, okay.
So I think from people I know that are like her, that act like her, I think that's something that she may have had low self-esteem. Because I'm the total opposite of her.
She definitely didn't have low self-esteem.
No, not then. I'm talking about growing up. No, she ain't got low self-esteem.
Oh.
She definitely knows who she is. She's not. Well, she said it on the show.
Yeah, she
Every
was
time,
not-
like, honey, I got this. I know what I look like.
She was not
That
lacking the
Yeah.
self-esteem.
Even when she left, she was like, honey, all of this. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, girl, all of that. 'Cause you
it was
got
just it was just too much for me. Like I don't mind, aggressiveness, but he wasn't. She should have known that he wasn't really feeling the vibe like that when he was like, "I'll be back."
Well, yeah. Let's go into that. Later.
We
yeah,
can go. No,
yeah,
we
yeah,
can.
let's-
I'm just
Let's
saying.
go to that later. Okay.
I'll be back and then come back.
All right. What about Anthony? As a woman, I want to hear from a woman's point.
Anthony is not. He's too passive. Because I'm not going to use the word soft. I don't think he's a soft man. I just think he's very passive.
Yeah, I picked that. I felt like he was.
He's kind of
more-
like a go with the flow.
Yeah, and I think for black women, I don't think they find that attractive.
Well, Winter said it. She was like, I need him to be more.
Yeah.
Like, Jay came over there and was like, hey. And he was like, oh, okay. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm with my woman. And he was just like, all right.
I
Yeah.
think he was just. I felt like he was just kind of
In the moment.
too playful, too corny. You know what I'm saying? I hate to call him corny because I don't know him like that. But he came off that way because he was so timid. Like it was like he just didn't know how to get at the women. You know what I'm saying? In his own, like.
Maybe that's not his thing.
And I feel him. Like, I wouldn't know what to say to anybody approaching anybody in a club. Like, that's not my game. My game ain't coming up
What
to
you used to do? Let me get you a drink.
No, I'm more out when I was dating in in the streets.
Before marriage, you were more just conversation.
I'm more conversation.
Yeah.
Like if we start talking, and things start moving and shaking. They start moving
Right.
and shaking. I'm not really the type of dude that's finna walk up to you and be like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Walter." That's corny to me.
In the
Like,
club.
that's corny.
What?
Like that's corny as hell. So
Yeah.
I kind of feel him. I feel like he was just kind of like out of his element. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
that's
he's
how I
more
feel.
of a one-on-one person versus competing.
Because when he started talking to, I don't know if it was Winter or whoever, he was talking to somebody, but he was talking about the other woman, and I'm like, nigga,
Yeah.
you have no game. This is not for you.
All right. Let's go to Brian. What about Brian? I know all the women hated Brian.
He's a nice-looking guy, but he's the common guy that
Brian was on the hose.
he was
Brian.
on. First of all, hold on. Brian said he was abstinent and had just had a baby.
That's a lie.
I was
How
like,
you do that?
What?
exactly. Well, he didn't have a baby. Somebody had a baby for him, but he had a newborn. Time, are you abstinent? Are you?
I missed
really?
that.
The
I
lies.
missed that.
But he's one of the guys that don't know how to be transparent. Like he leaves open ended. Like I tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you everything. And then what I'm not gonna do is try to put the puzzle pieces together. I'm just gonna leave you where you at.
I think
Yeah.
he was just trying to protect him, and I feel that because a lot of
But
times.
you can't protect people. Y'all all living in the same house.
Yeah, but he just
like,
didn't really want to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying?
He's a slick talker.
He's
like,
definitely a slick talker.
yeah.
FOS. You want to know what FOS
What-
means?
what
Full of
shit?
shit.
He definitely got the gift of gab.
Yeah, and so a lot of times it's gonna be taken for you full of shit because you're not being honest. Like just be like, hey, I'm not gonna come back to the room. I'm sleepy. You could lie about that. Be like, oh, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna get some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
See,
Then he
but
still
that's-
would have got caught because
see-
he didn't go to sleep.
Right, but
Well, yes.
and that's a woman excuse. women got the excuses like right at the top of their head. You know what I mean?
All the time.
Women got the excuses. Guys don't know. We're not used to being in that position, so we don't know to have the excuses ready.
I
You know
gotta
what I
get
mean?
up
He
early
just
in the
didn't want to
morning.
hurt their feelings, and I feel him on that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
could have said, let's have breakfast tomorrow. Boop. You ain't even got to worry about what I'm finna do after this. I didn't tell you I was finna go to the room. I didn't tell you I was finna go to sleep. I said, meet me for breakfast. Don't worry about the rest.
Yep.
This is why I'm not meant to be no dude.
Okay, Brian, we gonna go. Danielle, I don't even really
who's
remember her.
Hold on.
That's the
Oh,
one.
that was the one they labeled as the home girl. She was too
I don't even
cool
remember
with
her.
everybody.
No, I
She
thought it was-
No, she was very curvy. They labeled her as the home girl.
Really?
When they sent her home.
I don't remember her that much.
That's
Yeah,
because
she
she was
didn't-
the home girl.
I think she got did she get kicked off like the first
It
I
was
think she
like-
might have been
Second episode?
first. I think she might have been first.
I don't know if she was.
I think she was
No,
first.
she wasn't first. The art guy was first because he was weird.
But there
as
was
hell.
it was a man
Oh,
and
it
a
was
woman,
a man
right?
and a woman.
Yeah, I think
It
she
probably
was.
was her. But yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
labeled
know.
her as like the home girl. They were like, she's cool to talk to, but I can't see nothing outside of just being her friend.
Yeah, I don't
See?
Yeah, I
That's
don't
because she was the
remember.
home girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
David. I don't remember David either.
I remember
David-
him. Let me tell you why he got eliminated.
Why?
Because he went on a date with, what's the girl, the curvy girl that we were just talking
Alicia?
about? Alicia. And Alicia has kids. And he mentioned something like, oh, well, I'm not paying for the kids. I'm just going to be paying for us.
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah.
We're dating. This not the first date. We're dating, and I got to feed my own kids. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Come on, kids. Let's go.
I think he was probably just young,
He's country.
He from Lufkin.
He country.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He country, so he didn't really. I don't think he really. No, but I don't feel like he meant it in that manner. I just feel like he meant like I got you, but we haven't made it to me taking
Accepting
care of
the
your
kids.
which I understand. But from somebody who has a kid, if you told me that, I'd be like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's another conversation we get into later.
Right.
I feel exactly what you're saying, but it was too early for them to be having that conversation.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand y'all speed dating and
Yeah.
all, but
Yeah.
it was too early.
And I thought country dudes usually beat him like, come on, I got this
I got
horse on my back.
everybody.
You know what I mean? Let's go. You know, so that's what I was thinking. All right,
Not the
Denise.
horse.
What y'all think about Denise?
I did not
Ah,
like her.
Denise.
Oh, I couldn't figure out how she stayed on there so long.
On Viv. Which yeah.
She really rubbed me the wrong way when she
Ease on
met.
Bill.
What's his name? The capper.
Rashid. Yeah.
Because
She
it
went
was
too
just
hard on
like,
him.
you don't even know him. He's being very polite. He's being nice. If he not your type, cool. But he trying to give her a drink, and the drink about to fall on the floor because she like, And I'm like, she was very, if anybody's labeled as aggressive, she was extremely aggressive.
She was just so insecure. She couldn't handle nobody, her dude talking to nobody
That's
else.
real
Like, this is
cute.
what you signed up for. Like, why are you upset? Like, this is not really your man.
Walking around
Yeah.
like somebody mama. That's real cute.
And
What
then
you
this-
want me to be doing?
This last episode, man,
Ooh.
we ain't got to talk about that right now, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
Yeah.
she showed her true
That's
colors.
when I realized, oh, you really got issues.
She got issues.
And it made sense why she hadn't dated in 20 years or moved past it. And I'm like, girl, you're crazy.
Just flipped the 360, like,
Crazy.
completely.
I got a confession. When I lived in Houston, me and her went on one date before.
You dodged the
and,
bullet.
yeah, she was.
You dodged
She
the
was
bullet.
just aggressive.
Yes.
She's crazy.
Like, she had a great body. She had a good personality, a great personality, but
She just came off too strong.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
everything was like
maybe
on
it was
a
an athlete in
10.
her. Maybe it was like the
No.
athlete in her.
She was just on a 10 for everything. And I'm just like, girl, it's just not that crucial.
Right.
I'm like, he just kiki kin with somebody and you like, that's real cute.
She don't know that she drove him to her.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
because she was number one for a long, and I
For the
couldn't figure that out
longest.
She
either.
just
Yeah.
couldn't be calm.
That's not in her. Whether he know now, then they get back to Houston, he like, oh, no.
He dodged the bullet like Dante.
Yes, sir. All right, Edwin.
I
We got-
liked Edwin.
Yeah, Edwin was.
He was cool and calm. Like,
yeah.
he's just one of them people that's just real, just reserved.
Uncle
But he
Edwin.
knew who he was. And he's what, almost 40? So he definitely seemed
He
a
ain't
lot
past
older.
40?
No.
Oh.
He's 39.
He looked the oldest on
I
that.
thought that
He
nigga
acts older. He acts older.
I thought that nigga was like
Let me
close
see.
to 50.
Do they have his age on here? Hold on.
39.
Yeah, I told you he's 39.
Yeah.
Damn,
39.
He act like he was 50, but
He was just he was just so that whole yoga thing, dog. Like, chill out, man. All these
I was
little
liking that. I was
references.
feeling the yoga. I was
like
like,
the yoga.
okay, yeah. So
let me tell you, yoga like that will only work on a day if you actually like the guy.
Exactly.
Well, she liked him though.
But I'm
so she
saying
wasn't
all the
tripping.
references, like, lay on my back. This is me taking the weight off of your shoulder. Like, man, come on. Stop it, bro.
Look, he might have been serious. You thought it was corny. I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm not gonna believe a guy for saying that. Like, I'm like, okay, that's cute.
You think a nigga gonna he done poured out his heart, your ass gonna say, oh, that's cute.
I'm not gonna tell him that, but I'm be thinking like, oh, that. Well, I'm the type of person. If you tell me something like that, I'm gonna put it back in the reserve and see if you gonna prove to her that correct. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, boy, please. And I'm not gonna say that.
I
but-
think of all the people, he was probably one that was really, really looking for somebody. He
yeah,
was-
because he had been in the service. You know,
yeah. Like, I think
he
he
had
was.
too many like issues, like
Yeah.
mental, like
Yeah.
he has too much stuff
He-
going
he,
on.
He definitely need to
That
go sit on somebody's
PTSD
couch.
is
Yeah,
not
it's
real
real.
to play
It's
with.
real. Like, I believe it really messed him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just want some cooking lessons though. My nigga chef.
yeah.
oh, girl, a chef too.
She was.
Shay.
Mm.
She was too playful. Now that
Too
was somebody
playful.
that was too playful.
Shay, yeah.
How old is she? Cause
Too playful.
she 40. She was still acting like she was.
I
Yeah,
like
she
Shay.
was the she was the homie.
I like
She
Shay,
was a
though.
homegirl
She
too,
was the
though.
homie.
Yeah,
She
I
was
like
the homie.
Shay. Shay was like, if I wasn't married, Shay is the personality type that I'd be like, I like her.
I mean, she did
You know what
seem
I'm saying?
fun. Like, I don't want nobody to ever be like, oh, she boring. She always serious. She was very fun.
She
Yeah.
was.
But I don't think she knew when to turn it off.
Turn it
like,
off, yeah.
Fun to romantic. I don't
She
think there was
reminded me of
a-
old girl off Atlanta.
Which one?
The comedian one.
Who was the comedian?
Oh, I know you're
I
talking
don't know
about.
her
Dang,
name.
I can't remember her
I don't know her name, but they remind me of each other.
Nah, not to
You
me.
think so?
Nah,
I don't remember the comedian.
I remember she was she the one that didn't want the dogs in the bed.
What?
She didn't want. That's what they was about to break up because he was like, I got 2 dogs
Hey,
and they sleep in the bed
I
with
mean,
me.
you
that's
nasty if
a-
you see the
that-
dogs in your bed.
That's an absolute no. Like,
that's
what?
a deal breaker for.
It's me or the dogs. Which one you gonna choose?
I'm sorry, but that's some white people
Dang, I
shit.
can't remember
That's
her name.
disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. but
I
that's
mean,
some white
I don't
people
do
shit.
dogs. Period. Like, So, in the bed is definitely don't worry about it. Don't worry
that's
about
a
it.
that's a definite.
You and
no.
your dogs can continue.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
that's nasty.
All right, Jay. Let's go about Jay. I like Jay. Jay
like
was
Jay.
a
He
solid.
was cool.
Jay was solid.
Jay
He was very solid, and he showed his integrity. Like, he showed his character throughout the show, especially for his boo.
Jay was definitely solid. He was probably the most mature on the show.
Yeah.
Or mature acting.
And he wasn't too serious. Like, he could laugh, he could have fun.
Right. And he laid it, you know, he was straight with him when he needed to be straight with him.
He was straight, no chaser, unlike whatever his
Brian.
name is.
No, Brian.
Brian could use he needs to write an ebook about how being straight with no chaser
She
to
said
the
an
people
ebook.
you date.
All right. Man, Joy.
I
love Joy, man.
Man, yes. Joy.
I mean,
Joy.
I think her name is perfect. Like,
Yes.
everybody gravitated to her.
Our condolences to your family.
Yes, yes. That was.
Yes, Joy.
I had to like pause.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is a lot.
She was just like
She's a breath
together,
of fresh air.
like all the way together. Like I said, her and Jay were the only ones that seemed like. Well, we can talk about that later. But I'm just saying,
I like
like
Joy.
I
Joy
liked
was-
her.
Joy was like.
She had a
She was real.
gravitating personality.
Yeah, I like Joy. Calfani.
He was a Houston nigga for real.
Yeah.
Man, okay, so
He talk
Calfani,
Houston.
yeah.
He walk Houston.
I'm like, bro, do you ever get dressed up? Like,
I didn't even.
He Houston, man. He
That's
like
what
a
I'm
Houston
saying, I'm
nigga.
like-
He never got dressed up?
Not like dressy.
No, like, I'm just like, bro, you're on a nice, button down. But see, you gotta also remember, normally when I'm watching, it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, what you got on? I mean, I think he was cool. I think he definitely was very upfront with, what's the girl name?
Denise.
And I like that he was matter of fact. Like, when she started to veer off, he straight up told her, like, hey.
I'm glad he cut her ass off.
Man, I was trying to figure out, like.
Why he wanted him?
They was vibing.
But I could see the vibe.
was
They
vibing.
did have very deep conversations. So when you first meet somebody, to have those type of conversations would be like, man, I want to see where else this goes. And then he realized she was crazy.
Yeah. Naya. Let's get Naya.
Man.
One of the baddest. Let's get to one of the baddest.
That's how I got here. That's how I got here.
Yes. One of the baddest. Let's get to Naya.
I need another drink.
Okay.
She said you need to tell it to the couch.
Come on, dog.
Okay, we'll skip Naya. We already know how we feel about Naya. Okay. Rashid. What about Rashid?
I like Rashid.
Yeah, Rashid was just
He was
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, if he, one word,
Never
he
go
was
against
cool.
Rashid, man. He a
Yeah,
noob, man. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Anyways,
Yeah.
he was cool.
What about Raymond?
Who is that?
Raymond.
Listen,
He was the
country
he
musician.
had
the
too many
musician.
kids.
Yeah, I think he had 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he had like a small child.
My thing is, he kept talking about Tank.
Man,
Uh,
anybody that name drops is
I'm like,
whack to me.
I'm like,
first
bruh,
of all,
stop.
you're a musician, so that's already kind of like a red flag. Seriously, because you always on the road.
Yeah.
And then you got how many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many baby mamas you got?
I
1, 2,
think
3, 4.
4. He said 4, right? 4
Right,
different moms?
right.
God dang.
The name dropping was too much.
Yeah.
The
I
name
was on
dropping,
Tank
and then
Genuine.
I know somebody that knows like his first baby mama.
Really?
Like, yeah, like he was dating somebody, and then he got her friend pregnant. Like, it was a whole hype. I was like,
Not
see,
the friend.
Ooh, Raymond. God damn, Raymond.
You're a real musician, bro. Okay, man, get it on. Put it down, Raymond, man. Fuck
Now, this is Maya's favorite, Samuel.
oh, he was so weird. Do
This Maya's
do
favorite.
y'all remember the first time when they were doing like the drinks, and he was just sitting there, and like everybody was mixing him, and he was like, okay, like he was.
He was trying
Yes.
to talk. He was trying to talk
Talk
himself
yourself
into it.
yeah, getting into
I
the
felt
conversation.
bad for him, man,
Cause
because
that's not his thing.
That's not his setting, and I feel like he just wasn't given the opportunity to really. Well, I ain't gonna say he wasn't given the opportunity.
He's an introvert, like a mama.
Like,
It
like
was
he's
something-
an artist, man. Like,
Yeah.
He
you know,
is
you know
an
they
artist.
weird.
He's very weird, so he would have to connect with somebody that's on that same wavelength. And most of them
Yeah.
chicks there was not on that
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, Samuel, we talked to Shay. Simone seemed like she was just
Simone is from Dallas.
she seemed like she was just the stirrer upper. Like she just
She
stirred
did like
up.
drama.
Yeah.
Simone was the one who thought she was bad. It probably
She was cute.
no. Simone.
She was cute and
Listen,
smart.
listen. Simone was pretty.
And she an attorney?
Yeah.
Simone was pretty. Body was fire, but she came in probably thinking that she was more than what she really was. Like, and I say that because I feel like she thought that majority of the dudes was gonna want her, and they weren't really picking her.
I think they thought
and they
she
weren't
was
picking her
pretty
because of
she
her
had
mouth.
Her personality.
Her personality wasn't matching her. The
everything.
rest of her,
Yeah.
you know, she was in her attorney mode.
She was. She
She
was
was.
analyzing
She-
somebody. I hate
She
people
was
that ask
drilling
me a bunch
people
of
too much,
questions.
which cost her.
But you know that's editing. The way they had
It-
it, where she was going back and forth,
I'm
like
sure.
every.
Yeah.
That was
sure it
editing,
was.
but I'm pretty
But she
sure-
still said it.
Yeah,
She still
there was
did
a
it.
bunch of questions.
She was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was the pretty girl, the smart
She's
girl,
very
but
pretty,
still like
but-
kind of like an airhead to some extent.
She
But
definitely
seemed-
an airhead. She's
no,
smart.
She's very. No, I said she was smart
Yeah.
first. She's smart,
She be
intelligent,
dingy.
but yet dingy. She was
Yeah.
dingy, and she just didn't really connect with a lot of people. But then you see why. Like she
Yeah.
gave insight to why she has issues with certain things.
Yeah.
True.
And Winter, I like Winter.
I like Winter.
I like
she was
Winter.
bubbly and cute.
I like
Yeah,
Winter.
I like Winter.
She was real
Winter
cute.
was cool.
Winter was probably
I
too
think
real
Winter-
for most of them, but
Yeah, I save my opinion on Winter, but I like.
I like Winter.
I like
Yeah.
Winter.
Very real.
Yeah, yeah.
She was one of my faves.
Christopher.
That's my dog, man. I felt so bad. I felt so bad.
Dark
for JP
skin.
Smooth.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah.
Man, but that come. No, any Negro that could walk in with their chest out with that bold color, you cool with
Hey,
me.
I felt so
Yeah.
bad
He
for
was
him, though,
popping.
dog.
She was out of line.
She big.
Hey, he dodged the bullet too. He needed to
did.
say that to see. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I like Chris though.
He was cool. I liked him.
But you can tell he ain't got his shit together. That's what I could tell.
I'm not gonna say that.
I can tell.
You want to talk about this now later?
Hold on,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we at the end. That was it. That was everybody.
I feel like once again, too much too soon.
What
Right.
you mean?
The whole
But weren't they
conversation.
talking about marriage though? Like if
Why
they
would
was
you be talking
married-
about that right now?
I mean, hell, we better get away with it now versus later.
I mean, yes, but so okay. Here's the thing. First of all, Naya came in leading with, "I want a baby today," right?
Yeah, that was
That was a bit
Flag.
much.
Red
Yeah.
flag number one,
Like,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't help it that you didn't have problems and complications in the past. You can't come in here throwing in my face that you need a baby right now.
But he said he wanted the baby too.
He does. I'm sure he does,
He-
right?
Does he already have kids?
I don't think so because I think he was. I rewatched all the episodes and he was like,
But check this out.
"Man,
though.
don't have a clock." And he was like, "But I beg to differ because mine is ticking."
But then,
you know what I mean?
But then they segued into you with the friends and the question about the man paying the bills, and she said that. Well, he said that he would come in and fill in where he need be.
And then
Yada,
he
yada,
said we're gonna pay half on the mortgage.
Listen,
But when you're married, there is no paying half. We're doing this together, so that was the biggest thing.
exactly.
But if you telling me we gonna pay half and you think we finna split everything down the middle, it's like that's not really attractive to say.
So that's
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
To
Like
say.
To
people-
say.
Once y'all get in, and then y'all discuss
Cause we
it.
got this whole big old
Yeah.
pot. Like, of course we doing this together. But if a Negro be like, "Oh, we gonna split the bill. We gonna split the insurance," sir, I already
Yeah.
got this in the bag. We're
Yeah.
not gonna split.
But see, here's the thing, man. People living too much of these social media relationship lives and all of these bullshit that they think is an actual real relationship. That shit is not real.
Right.
Newsflash, folks. The shit ain't fucking real. You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
edit
You
newsflash.
you get in a relationship, y'all really start dating. I can understand, you know, in the beginning, you know, the man's paying for everything, this, that, and other. That shit don't last forever, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not realistic. Now, back to the man paying the bills. Don't get me wrong. Every man wants, or I should think that he should want, to be
Yeah.
the sole provider and be
Most.
able to pay all the bills. I would say, but I'm just saying.
In general, a real man wants
general-
to be able to provide.
But listen, that's not always the case
Right.
in any part of life, right?
Mhm.
If you thinking about a real life, literally, bruh, like if if your significant other, your wife or whatever, they not paying no bills and a man is paying all the bills, that shit heavy on your shoulders. I don't care how you spin it, look at it. We get it done, but
Right.
it ain't an easy job for nobody. Right. So, if nothing else in 2020 has taught us that both you motherfuckers need to have an income,
Several
because
incomes.
at any blink of an eye, that
Anything
shit can
can
be
happen.
taken from
Yeah.
you.
Right.
And then you were solely relying on him to pay all the bills. Now what? Now y'all can't eat?
Now, this is why I said I never wanted to be a housewife. Like, now, granted, I be like, I want to get married so I can quit my job and be like, oh, don't worry, my husband said he got it. But I've never wanted to be a housewife because I've actually seen the through sickness and health take place in my family.
Right.
So I've always said, well, if my husband leave me, I'm never going to be financially struggling. I might be
Right.
emotionally struggling.
Right.
And then if my husband gets sick, I need him to know that I got it. I need him to know that my family, we're not going to worry about financial now. You know, emotional, all this stuff, going to the doctor, that's a whole nother story. But because I have that mindset, I'm like, I ain't sitting at home. And then I'm not sitting at home for a nigga to be like, oh, well, I pay. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go back to work. But that's why I've never wanted to be like, oh, he got everything. Like, I don't want my man to ever feel like he got to have everything. Like, I got your back. We in this together. We're finna pay for this. We're buying a house.
Yes.
And that's the key. Motherfuckers it's like they was doing everything like the man is supposed. And don't get me wrong, once again, I pay all the bills in my house.
Yeah,
Right.
but Chris shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said,
He shouldn't.
well, this is what we going.
But that's really how he felt, though, because
I
when
know
he
that's-
came back and
yes.
talked to the women again, he said, well, a lot of black women, you know, they can
And
hold
they
their own and they
independent.
want to independent.
His delivery was completely
I'm
wrong.
an independent, dependent person, okay? Like, I got it.
Independent.
I
I got it, but we
I
wanna
need you
use
to know
yours.
that I don't want to. Yeah, like, let me see your card.
I mean, it's just crazy to me how it was coming out on TV. Like, you know, you telling this man you want a baby. Listen, women want to be a housewife till they stuck at home with them goddamn kids.
You heard what I said. I want to be a
You hear me?
housewife to say I quit, but
You hear
not
me?
to be a.
That shit
Yeah.
is not a fucking easy job.
No, that's a real
Taking
job.
care of some goddamn
Taking care of
kids.
kids.
Yeah, I know.
And you
Listen,
sitting at
you
home
be
all
be
day?
wanting to go to work. Can I work, please? No, you stay home with these goddamn
No,
kids.
we got 5 kids. It's
Shit,
cheaper for you
one.
to be at home.
Shit, one to do it. You ain't gotta have 5. One to drive you up the
real.
wall.
I'm talking about the reason why she got to stay at home.
Oh,
Because at daycare, no, you got to sit at home with the kids. It's a no.
that's true too. I just feel like I don't know, man. People just living in a fantasy world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you need, regardless of what happens, you need to have multiple streams of income come in just in case something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
life has happened, and don't get me wrong, man. Like I said, in my house, I pay all the bills, and it's not because, well, I've always kind of paid everything, right?
Mhm.
But when my wife was working, and I was like, you know, I need you to, you know, especially when Ace was born. I'm like, look, it's time for you to go back to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
like,
Like,
I done got come.
it's like you done been home long enough, and it's not that she didn't want to work because she was always working before then.
Yeah.
And I always, and these are conversations I have in relationships before I even look, because I ain't never wanted a woman who would just tell me that she want to stay at home. To me, that's lazy.
Yeah.
Man,
You
I'm
know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
tell my next boo, I really want to stay at home.
Nah, shit, don't do that.
Good luck.
But it's
Don't
not.
do that.
That's not even in my personality.
But don't do that because
Yeah.
you're gonna fuck it up right there.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole joke. Please believe I'm
Yeah,
not.
I know it. I know it's gonna be a joke,
It's
but I'm
gonna-
just saying, like,
I really want to stay at home.
nah, because what happens, man. Life has happened to us, and
Everybody.
I've just been blessed to hold it down
Right.
and do what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And it's not because she don't want to work. I mean, like I said, circumstances happen. She's pregnant right now. We'll do all of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So things have happened along the way that has caused her to not be able to work, you know,
Right.
whether it's laid off, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I've been blessed, but I'll be damned if a motherfucker gonna tell me that I'm just gonna stay at home and I ain't gonna work. Baby, no.
Yeah.
Said, fuck this job. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay at home.
So let me ask y'all
gonna work.
this: and as a woman, this is, 'cause I'm glad you're here because I want to ask you this. Why was Alex mad that Brian didn't go back to Alicia's room? You remember when it was like a whole big thing, and then I think that's where it caused the rift between Alex and Brian, where I was like, why is Alex mad? because he didn't go back to the room. He obviously wasn't
Trying to
interested.
go back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull back because I remember
Okay.
I remember the situation. I remember Messy Bessie going back and telling.
Yeah.
I
But-
guess maybe because he wasn't being honest with her because I guess the conversation ended like, "Hey, I'm going to come back to the room." So didn't he go to her room?
Yeah.
And then he
went
was supposed to
Alex's
go
room.
back to.
Yeah.
I think it was probably principal. Because I couldn't see, I couldn't see being like, oh, you gonna go back to her room? Okay, go back to her room because you told her you wouldn't. I couldn't
None
see
of
her.
her business though.
It wasn't, but then again, when y'all all are living in the same place, you're gonna be privy to things that you normally wouldn't see or you normally wouldn't even care about. But because
Right.
you see it, then it becomes questionable or issue. I mean, and then maybe it shouldn't be, but everybody doesn't have that. Oh, it's not a problem.
Yes, and this how I know that when I was dating, I was a fuck nigga. This how I know. This how I know, cause
Well, at least you know.
Cause I wouldn't. If I wasn't interested, I would just be like, I ain't coming back.
Just be like, I'm not coming.
I don't need to tell you. You'll know when I'm not there.
See, that's the shit right there. Nigga. If I invited you and you said yes, then your ass needs to come back and say no.
See, I guess my part was I wouldn't say yes. I'd be like,
but he said yes, and
Oh,
he should have never
okay.
said. He
So
should
that's
said,
what the issue
He
is.
should have. Well, what did he say? I'm gonna go take a shower and I'll be back.
He said something like
yeah.
that. He did say he'll be back for sure.
I mean, I didn't tell somebody like, oh yeah, I come over later. And then
So
I
you
like,
did the
I
same
got in the
thing.
shower. But I was never planning on coming over there.
Yeah,
I did get in the shower and go to sleep.
But you still gave him you
I
still
ain't-
insinuated
No, I didn't.
that you was coming. But you said, well, let me take a shower.
No, I didn't say let me take a shower. I said I'm getting in the shower and I'll call you back. I got
But you
in the
didn't
shower,
call back.
But all my friends know if I tell you I'm gonna call you back,
That don't make it right.
That's what all black people like. Let me call you right back. They
let me call you
never
back. Let me call you back.
That's that bullshit.
I'm gonna call you right back.
Oh,
It's
That's
never gonna happen.
That's
Yeah.
that bullshit right there.
I don't know, man. I felt like one Alex should have been like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad a nigga didn't go back. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if she would have did that, then it's like, okay, the ball's in your court because he didn't go back. But I mean, I still don't really know why. You're gonna have to ask me another woman question because I really don't know why she felt that way. I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Who else? Let's let me see. Did y'all feel like I feel like Winter is getting the short end of the stick right now because I think she's trying to save face and not get put off. That's why she's going towards the other dude with the dreads now.
Yeah, because that's not really her.
Yeah, she really wants
But
Jay.
she even
Right.
said he was too passive. But then again, I might want somebody, but I'm damn sure not going to be second. So let me see if this is going to work over here because this is clearly not
So
working.
as a woman, you would rather be first choice to somebody you don't like.
No. I said I'm going to see if there's a little spark over here because she ain't tried it out over there. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is I'm not going to be your number two. So whatever comes about of me not being your number two,
So you rather take your number two versus being somebody else's number two.
I mean, but she
Yes.
might be.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Exactly. Like
Exactly.
I'm gonna always
She got number
be
twos,
number
but long as
one.
she ain't number two.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be number two.
Oh,
I'm never gonna be second
Women.
best. I'm always gonna be
Women.
number one. I'm
Women.
always gonna be your number one choice, and I'm always gonna be the best choice for you. Period.
Oh my God.
And I like Winter, man. I like Winter.
I
but
like
feel
her.
like
I just think she didn't get an option of a guy that really wanted to be all into her. Like even Brian was trying to make her a runner up and was like, "Oh, I think you're nice."
She was
looking.
smart
I
enough
mean-
to see that.
Now I'm glad
Yeah.
she did, cause I was like, "Listen to this bullshit. You every time she nice, you don't know nothing about her."
Yeah.
And she was just like,
He was just trying not to get kicked off.
Yeah.
his ass needs to go get kicked off.
Once
and go
Alex
take
was
care
done
of the
with him,
baby.
he was out.
I'm
And
glad Alex kicked off. The friend that came to talk to her went to Prairie View.
Talk
Which
to her.
one?
Alex, I know you a whole lot older.
The one that talked to Alex.
The Alex friend that came.
Oh yeah.
She went to Prairie View.
And she told him.
Alex.
She told Alex that
Her.
she kind of feeling like the vibes is giving her like she not really into it, right?
Yeah, because I think she wasn't being, like she still had her walls up, even though she really liked him clearly, because that's the only person she was talking to the whole time. but I don't think she was giving him all of her. And then when she took her friend's advice, then he wasn't even listening. So I'd have been like, you know what, this ain't even gonna work, because he wasn't listening at all. Like, he was just giving her an answer, and that wasn't it.
Yeah. So let's go into Nia, man. What? Like, let's talk about Nia. Nia is fucking crazy.
She
Fucking crazy.
I was dying laughing because when she said, you could tell it to the couch. And his crazy ass talking about,
You're not ready.
You're not ready to love.
that you're not ready to love.
And then when she got outside, she was like, my boyfriend about to come pick me up
First
anyway.
of all, she said, I already had options. Bitch, no, you, like,
Right.
no, you didn't.
Why you here if you
didn't
got
have
options?
no damn options. I left my options on standby. Basically what she was saying. No, you
my
didn't. You didn't have no
God.
options. That's why you left Houston.
She was childish for that.
But there is no way, and I'm glad all of them saw that, there is no way that he says one thing that turns you completely off, and then when Tommy's like, oh, that was your boo. Oh, I didn't have nothing with nobody, girl. So we all delusional,
Right.
like you.
Right.
Y'all was barefoot standing on the earth together and shit like that. Like,
I mean, baby, they was about to get married at the end of the show.
I'm
That's
like,
what was finna happen.
you sat up here and faked like you was all into this man.
Right.
And then
until one
she
conversation.
switched to Irwin. Like, oh, he's
Right.
so, I'm like, whoa.
Pretty kitty. If you don't get your man, look, I just
She
couldn't
was
handle it.
like, it was like she did a whole, not 360, but it was just like, girl, who is this? Oh,
Right.
this is who you really are, and this
Right.
is why you're single.
What I really
Right.
wanted to hear was what Rashid went back and told him after. That's what I wanted to see.
they probably didn't even record
They
that
didn't
part.
show it, but I want to see
what
what
was she told.
Like,
the
Rash-
rest of the cast when she got up off the couch and went back.
That girl.
I know he got back like,
nigga.
nigga,
Let me tell you about how this crazy.
this motherfucker here.
I mean, but she was really crazy because I was just looking like, girl, no, you did. And then when she said, what was the saying she said? That she was the best choice or whatever.
Yeah,
the
she
heck.
was like, when he got, because he probably got all confused because he got one of the baddest.
And I was like,
my God, like you're not even in the top 5.
girl,
boo.
I was like, I'm looking like, okay, now, girl, you cute.
Like,
But
I wouldn't even give her cute.
I'm being nice.
Oh, okay.
the
Like, you
attitude,
cute.
the attitude made her ugly.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. I was just like, girl. Like, it's too late. Like,
It's
I
like, man,
literally
you just
busted
looking
out
you
laughing.
just looking for a sperm donor, somebody to take care of you.
That's
She
man.
got
it.
to the sperm bank.
Right. But
That's-
it don't come with a check though.
Oh, well.
That's the part. That's
Well,
the,
child, she
that's
have
the
a baby
part.
with somebody and it don't come with a check. So
That's
you might as
the
well
part.
roll your dice.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand.
I
her,
didn't,
man.
honestly, I didn't appreciate it. Like, it didn't even cause for all of that. And
Mm.
she wasn't ready for love because one comment, now you could be like, okay, we're going to put this little red flag back here. This still my boo, but he tripping. But that's not going to make me like, I don't even see this nigga. He's a
Yeah.
ghost. Like, that's how she was acting like he a whole ghost. I don't even know who
I
he's
would like to
talking
have
about.
37 conversations with her. I was like, damn.
I'm glad Edwin saw that though.
Yeah.
Like you. There's no way you can be talking to the same dude for however many
The
days
whole
or weeks
time
they
y'all
were
was
there.
at, yeah, because
And then all of
they
a
doing
sudden you
extreme
switch it.
dating.
Yeah.
Extreme speed dating. That's what it is.
Like, yeah, I'm like, oh, I need a break. Like, all right, I like you, but dang.
I couldn't take it, dog. She was just.
She was
it-
horrible.
Yeah.
It was too much. Wasn't none of them ready for love, except for
Joy
Jay
and Jay.
right. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she might have been a little whoop, maybe.
Maybe. I think.
Like, I don't think he was ready to, like, okay, let's settle down, but, like, maybe, like, progress
I
to
think
a
he- I
serious
think-
relationship.
I think he
Progress.
was. I think he just didn't have
Options on the
right.
show.
Yeah.
You know who I really liked as a couple? Rashid and Simone. The one they went on a date
Oh,
at the back of
they
that little
started
truck.
really kicking it. I thought they had
Yeah.
a good little vibe.
Oh yeah. She
Yeah,
just
I
was
like
coming
it.
on too late though.
Yeah, but I like that.
Well,
Once I
but
seen their energy.
I don't know if that was her fault though, because she really didn't have a chosen guy. Like, you know, most people had like one or two guys, but she kind of was floating.
Yeah. It
And-
was nobody that she was really like. She was just mostly, like I said, she was mostly just in the drama. You know what I mean?
Bless her heart. Now, what I thought was crazy was when Adriana, is that her name, was connecting with what's
Calfani.
No,
Calfani?
not Calfani.
Rashid.
No, what's the Raymond. And I'm like, girl, first of all, you have no kids, and he got buku kids, and he's always on the road. Run. She over here trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, friend, run. Like, that is not it. She's just like, I understand. Girl, he is not ready to love.
Yeah. What about, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Denise. I don't like the way she playing it, the last episode, how she trying to just say things to try to get a reaction. I don't like that part.
That bro said she falling in love.
Girl, no, she said, we're breaking up.
He was like, I didn't know we was together.
That's when I said, "Oh, she crazy."
Yeah, that's why I like. That's when I really like.
And then saying she was just saying it to see if he would fight for her.
Now that's what I was just like. Well,
What?
but see, if you gonna play these little games, you gotta know that when you play that card, that he's going to really feel some type of way. He didn't care. Like you saw when he was with Adriana and he was Kiki Ken with her. Look, like y'all look totally different. She gives a totally different look than you do. So then you should know, like, okay, all the cards are not in my favor. So let me play this a little closer, because to tell him we gonna break up and I'm gonna go talk to old boy. He like, oh, okay.
All right, bet.
He had an option.
Yeah,
It's different. He had no option. It
right.
was just you. Then see if it's gonna do something. But he had a whole option. Girl, no.
She just wanted to go play like, hey, she done fell in love with.
But how do you
Oh,
fight?
boy.
First of all, I don't know how people on these shows, but like I fell in love. Like I don't
ain't
care if
real.
it's The Bachelors
Yeah.
or this, or
Yeah.
I just be like, what?
None of that shit be real.
She should have stuck with Anthony though.
Yeah, he was softer.
Yeah, she should have stuck with
No,
Anthony.
she was too doggone headstrong and aggressive for Anthony. That's
Right.
just too much. That would not.
But they opposites, right? She's the aggressive, he's kind of passive. That might could have worked.
No, I don't
No?
think for her personality, she needs somebody that's gonna
She
be like,
would've
girl,
ruined that
you
man
tripping,
life.
sit down. She gonna ruin anybody's life at this point. She
Like you crazy, man. You sitting up here talking about you done broke up with him.
Then she talking about, I'm falling in love. And he looking like, what? You ain't falling
Love?
in love with me? That's such a strong word for you trying to be on a second serious date with this man.
I'm gonna see. I think I still got her number in here. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if this number still works.
Don't do it.
Let me see.
Don't.
Oh my gosh.
Don't.
Let me see.
Don't.
I'm gonna see if
Don't.
this.
Don't do
I'm
it.
a-
What you got?
I'm gonna see.
Hello?
Hey Denise,
Who is it?
this is Dante. How you doing?
Dante.
Yeah, you probably don't remember me, but you remember.
Who? Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah, he took it. Like, just before we go any further, I'm doing my podcast and we talking about the Ready for Love, and I was like, I went on a date with her one time back in the day. Let me call and see if her number still work.
What in the world?
How you doing, Mama?
What the hell?
How you doing?
So why she ain't call me?
Oh, I don't know. He probably don't even know I'm calling you.
He know I'm on the show, right?
On the Ready for Love?
Uh-huh.
I believe so. If he watched TV, he should know.
Okay.
Yeah. How you been?
This is funny. Send me a picture. This is too funny, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
Did y'all have a podcast? Okay.
Yeah, we have a podcast and we doing like a review up into the last season, and I was like, I know Denise. I was like, let me see if her number still work. And we was like, truthfully, we was like, hey, Denise is cute, but the way she playing this game right now, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was just saying. So in all transparency, but I still fuck with you in real life. But
Listen,
on the
when
show,
you an actress, it ain't gonna ever be right for nobody. You do what you do to create businesses. So what I did is allowing people to talk about me. Thank you.
yes, and that's
If you know my true character, you know I'm not like that in real life.
yeah.
TV, they all need a villain, and there you have it. So
Okay, that's what's up.
they gon' put what they need to do, what they need to do.
Okay,
Only the strong survive.
that's right. And
Yeah.
I know you can't talk about the show too much right now, but at later.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Well, I don't want you to spoil it for people watching, but I really want to know if you ended up with Calfani.
You haven't seen the last episode on Friday?
I seen that last episode, but it didn't say if you was. Did you end up with him or did you end up with Anthony? It didn't say.
Hold on real quick.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Y'all gotta be quiet. Be quiet.
I ain't got shit to say. I don't delete people numbers either.
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
Oh my god, this cannot be happening. Is this for real?
It's your friend. She really put you on hold?
Yeah, she put me on hold. Goddamn Denise. See, this is why the nigga left you first time. Goddamn. Taking too damn long to make a
Bruh.
decision.
Is this for real?
I would just hung up on you.
Maybe she did hang up. I would have hung up on you.
She didn't hang up.
She is still on there.
That's why I'm like, she didn't hang up. And then he got his cousin name all
That's how I remember people. That's how,
So wait
that's
a
how I
minute.
remember.
My line brother is her.
Cousin.
She said my brother, didn't she?
Cousin, brother, something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm
You
done
had
with
to tie.
this.
He had to tie.
Oh my god.
All right, honey. She ain't
All right,
coming
she
back.
can't go. Yeah, she taking too long. So fuck it. But yeah, man.
You
I am
crazy than a motherfucker. I just
wish-
want you to know that.
I
I
wish
cannot
you coulda
believe.
told us.
Listen, when she answered, I said, "Oh shit, that's really high."
Me too. When I heard her voice, I was
Hello.
like, damn. She got that deep, raspy voice. Hello.
Damn, I wish she would have
Who
answered.
is this?
But listen, I don't delete people numbers either. Like I'd be like, "Damn, I still got this person's number." You know, you like, "Oh, you text me, I
Bruh.
don't have your number," and be like, "Ooh,
You
I still
crazy
got
for
your
that shit.
Yeah.
I cannot.
So let me ask y'all, who y'all think she ended up with?
Nobody.
Her damn self, me, myself, and
Nobody.
she didn't end up with nobody. They basically dismissed her at the end because they were like, "You tried to play me." Then he said, "Hey, I'm gonna have Cal Funny come over here and talk to you," because he was like, "Cal Funny told me."
I'll tell you wild.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
official. You're crazy.
You wild.
I'm
You.
telling you, hey, I'm sure you can't tell us, but hey, she on now, so plug in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Was she basically telling us that she did this to create businesses? Is that
I
what?
think that's what she said. She was like,
I mean,
So
to
this was
be,
a money
and
play
to
for-
be honest,
That's what all this
strategically,
is.
if
Yeah.
I'm going on to a reality show, I'm gonna have everything. Like who? What's her name? Has a really big following. What's the attorney name?
Simone?
Simone has a huge following on Instagram.
Yeah,
I
when you
feel
go
like the
on
only
TV,
one,
it's-
Naya was the one who was definitely made for TV. Because that shit,
Cause she was an actress
yes, because that shit was
and
definitely some
sing.
bullshit.
That girl said, "Ooh, I'm gonna go back home to my man." Girl, what?
Oh, shit.
I can't believe
Who
it.
all is left? So, Calfani, other
Oh
guys.
wait, we need to talk about how what's his name left. Not Jay. Like yes, Jay
Erwin?
left. Erwin left.
Edwin.
Is
I
it
think
Erwin or Edwin?
It's Erwin.
Erwin.
I think Erwin left because Jay left.
You think so?
I think so. I think that's the reason
Well,
he was
but-
like, "Fuck, I didn't get to do it first." I think,
But he never said I'm finna go out there with
Edwin.
Joy.
It's
But think
Edwin.
about it, that was the only person he really had a real connection
he
with.
left
Like he
because he
liked
didn't want- he-
Winner,
yeah.
but he was just gonna be dangling. Like there wasn't gonna be nobody for him to
He only
choose.
wanted Joy. She left because she had the death in the family. So he said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
I'm like, Lord, send me a man like Jay. Be like, oh, she really needs me. Okay, let me leave. I gotta go.
so who was all left? Winter,
Winter,
Denise.
Anthony, Denise,
because it was like people was dropping like flies. This last
Flies. I'm
episode.
like, damn, what just happened?
Yeah. How? Because is okay for the
Rashid.
guys. For the guys is Rashid,
Anthony,
Calfani,
Calfani. That's it.
and then for the girls, Denise, Winter, and
What's Adriana?
Adriana.
That's it, right?
Joy.
Not Joy gone.
Joy left too.
Well,
So this is just three, right?
So Winter and
but Joy didn't get sent home.
no. Well, none of them guys sent.
Yeah, none of them. 3 people left last episode.
Right, and that was like a whole curve.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Well, for one, I kept saying, because, you know, on the last Ready to Love, on the reunion, that guy caught like the flu. The
Who?
one. I don't remember these people's names.
Oh, I know who you're talking
He
about.
caught the flu. The real tall
He got
guy.
real sick.
Yeah, he got really, really sick.
Was it the flu?
Rashid?
He had the
No,
flu,
she
but it was
talking
something
she talking
about.
Atlanta.
They call it like the brain flu or something like that.
He was
Last episode. I mean, last season.
Yeah.
Ah, dang, I can't remember.
Yes,
who.
I can't remember his name. I just know he was really tall, and the other guy was real fine. The guy with the other really pretty lady. Like, I wanted them to stay together, but they didn't. He was
Yeah.
nice looking. That's why I kept watching the show. His name was Mike. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch Mike.
Yo, man, I don't know.
Just saying.
I want to know. Winter is gonna be there. She gonna end up with Anthony.
No.
That's
But I
my,
don't-
that's
but
my
I-
prediction.
they're
No,
gonna
no
end-
she's not.
Oh, because she kept saying,
No, she's
is
not.
he
Winter's
gonna
gonna-
leave me here
No,
at the
she's
altar?
not.
Well, wherever they were at.
No,
I
she's
mean,
not.
I
Winter
think
gonna-
she was
No,
going to
she's
leave
not.
with him, but I don't think they were
Right,
going to
exactly.
stay together.
They'll do it for the show and they'll pick each other for the show, but I mean, like 2 days after the show, they ain't gonna be together.
You're like, all right, hit me up
So
when you
who
ready to go
who
out.
Calfani gonna end up with?
Nobody.
Adriana,
Adriana for the show and then 2 days
You
later.
don't think
then,
Adriana gonna pick?
Rashid,
No.
because those are two options.
But
Calfani or
she
Rashid.
kept saying Rashid was more her type, so I think she was probably
She
going to
gonna-
switch it up.
she's-
But then you know what? They never talked about her being a stepmom, so she might want to put that into
And she only
consideration.
She gotta be
30,
a
right?
stepmom to both of
She
them.
31 to who? Calfani?
Both. They both got kids.
Who? Oh yeah, but I'm saying she never discussed it. But Calfani has his daughter.
So Denise gonna leave by herself, and
I'm surprised she didn't
Anthony
get
gonna
kicked
leave
out.
by himself.
They
Anthony
all
gonna-
leaving by themselves.
Anthony's gonna
outside
leave
of
with
Jay,
Winter
Jay
for
and
the
Joy.
show.
Yeah, they're gonna
Okay.
leave with each other for the show, but 2 days later
I
they
don't know
gonna
if
leave.
Jay. Okay, so
Calfani gonna leave by himself then.
They gonna leave. He gonna leave with Adriana for the show, but then
you don't think
So who
Adriana gonna choose?
Rashid?
nah.
Why? Cause he a Cap?
Nah, hell no. She should choose him for those sole reasons
Oh
alone.
Lord.
But
Bye.
she not gonna choose him just cause she could have chose him already.
But the time wasn't right. He
Oh,
had just
shit,
got out of
girl.
marriage.
Stop
She
it.
had just got out
Stop
alone.
it. She didn't want him in Houston in V Live, so she don't want
V
him.
Live, you do not talk to Nick Rose in the club, especially not the strip club,
Hey,
unless you plan on going out again.
Yeah.
shout out to my homegirl Tiffany. You know who run Dreams, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Dreams used to be the spot.
Didn't it?
Boy,
Y'all reminiscing?
boy,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I love Houston.
I miss Houston, dog.
What? There is
too.
no nightlife
Me
like
too.
Houston. Like
Dallas
it's
nightlife
ooh,
sucks.
It sucks, but Dreams, what? You go in there, get you some good food, listen to some music, go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Nobody's leaving with each other
Shout
except
out.
for Jay and Joy.
And I don't think they stayed together.
Jay and Joy?
I think they're good friends.
Really?
I think they'll actually.
Hey, I think that's
I think they could, but I think Jay is a very busy person, so he's going to have to make sure that he has time for her
I'm sure she
in
busy
real
too.
life. No, she busy too. She
yeah.
I done looked
whatever
at all
she-
that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but they're the only ones who really seem like they got like a genuine
I mean,
interest.
they had like a cool little, like you could see it on the TV and it wasn't fake. So I'm
Right.
like,
They got a
man, they
genuine
really
interest
vibing
in one
together.
another.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can make it work.
But everybody else,
It's
back
done
to the
so.
pool,
Back to dreams.
back to dream.
Man, they're not talking to nobody in no strip club.
Yo, man.
Hey,
this
man,
is
that's where it's at,
what's
man.
up.
That's where it's at.
Yo, man, I
No, it's
appreciate
not.
y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Hey man,
for
before you
coming.
go, don't you have
Go
like
ahead.
like some other stuff going on, like your tech and your talk about
Oh.
your other stuff you got real quick.
Oh, okay. So
Just plug your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I am a part of an organization called Girls in Tech, and what it is it's a global nonprofit actually, and it actually allows women to get into an industry that, of course, most women are not in. And so to be a black woman going into technology is a big thing. I'm also owner of Mahogany Luxuries, and we import luxury hair extensions. We make custom wigs, and we're actually transitioning into providing hair loss units for women and men who suffer from hair loss, have gone through chemotherapy. So that's what we're transitioning to for 2021.
Okay. That's what's
dope.
up.
Can y'all give
Dante bought.
So
I
Dante, no. Dante actually had an install. right?
Did you do one for real in real life?
On the show, yeah. I
Okay,
did.
so I'm gonna say this because in my Bible study we was talking about man bags and man wigs, and we was like, which one would you prefer? Because I don't really like either, unless somebody was buying.
What's
the
a man
wig.
bag? Oh, like a purse?
The little thing,
Oh,
the little crossbody thing.
Yeah, no, that's a no.
It's a no for me because I'm like, well, bruh, if your pants wasn't so small, you could put your wallet and your, your phone and everything in your pocket.
Yeah.
So, but if I had to choose, because I'm still out in the, out here, so I'm gonna choose the man with the man bag and not.
So that mean you
the
got.
wig. Let me tell you why I'm not gonna choose the wig, because if you spending that much money to get your hair done, you don't have no money to be like, okay, baby, go get your hair done. You just don't have it. It's like $500 something, ain't it? Like it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's my expense right there on your head. What are we gonna do?
So this is what we gonna do. We gonna table that conversation, and we gonna table that. We'll bring you back to have this conversation.
Oh Lord, about the man wig.
Yeah, we gonna resurface this situation, this conversation.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, that shit itch though. That shit itch like a motherfucker. That shit, boy.
I need to see a picture.
I'll show you when we get done.
Shit look like Corbett.
Yeah, I'll show you when we get done.
You ain't go to the right person.
Yo, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, Maya, for coming in.
For sure.
Walt, baby, appreciate you for always supporting, man.
No, I'll be back.
So yeah,
I think I've been on the show the most out of anybody.
Probably have. Yeah.
I've never seen any of the episodes you on.
Yeah.
Man, I'll get it popping, babe.
I mean, it don't look too bad. Oh wait, you done had the
first 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's when I just. No, that was the next day, wasn't
How
it?
much did you pay for it?
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after the show. After we
He
get off
like,
the
you
show.
not gonna have that recorded.
Yo, man, this has been the Tap In Podcast. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah.
Holla.
That's so funny.